Today I'm going to be talking about 3 guns that are always going to be meta in Phantom Forces. Before I get into that though, please consider dropping a like and a sub, it does help me out a ton. Anyways, does Phantom Forces really have a meta? Is the game really balanced? Who knows? But these 3 guns are just always going to be good. A year from now, they're probably still going to be good, and a lot of people are going to use them. So let's just get straight into it. Now the first gun is going to be the M16A3. Now this is a notoriously sweaty gun, and for good reason. It's unlocked fairly early, I think around 31, something like that, and it is just an absolute laser beam. It has high accuracy, fast reload, pretty average damage, but with everything else, it's still really good. Pretty much every match that you're in, you're probably going to see at least one M16A3. It's one of the most common guns in the game, and it will probably always be that way. It's kind of like the Scar-L, I guess, because it's just always going to be good. It's unlocked early, it's always going to be good, and the Scar-L is also a gun that will probably always be meta, but the M16A3 is just historically better, I guess, even though they're both pretty good. It's kind of hard to say that, actually. Now, before we get on to the next gun, I just want to mention, if you want to get the best setups for all of these guns, and really just every gun in the game, please check out Spezzy's setup sheet. It is super useful. I use it all the time, and it will give you the best setups for literally every gun in the game. Now these setups that I'm using are probably not super ideal. I think the M16A3 one is pretty good, but this setup for the Saiga, which is the next gun that I'm talking about, this is definitely not like an optimized setup. So if you want the best setups, please check out Spezzy's setup sheet. It'll be in the description. Anyways, the Saiga 12, this gun is just by nature super duper good. It's very spammy, very fast fire rate. It has a magazine, which is kind of like a good thing and a bad thing for shotguns, because mag shotguns usually fire faster, but the like slug shotguns, I guess, you can reload like one at a time, which can be more useful. Anyways, the Saiga 12 is just, like I said, super spammy, good damage. If it was a balanced gun, it would probably have like average damage, mediocre damage, but what makes it so good is that along with its spamminess, it also has great damage. And Containers is actually a very good map, as I freaking run out of ammo. But Containers is a very good shotgun map. You can drop 100 kills on Containers with a shotgun in your sleep. And okay, this gun did actually get nerfed in the Halloween update. I think the spread got nerfed a little bit, but just because of the damage, because of the close range potential, which is obviously what you want in a shotgun, it is still very good. I think it's unlocked around rank 63, something like that, which is obviously not like super duper early, but it's not really that late either. And if you want to pre-buy it, honestly, if you have the credits and you want to pre-buy it, it's probably worth it, except, you know, there's other good shotguns, and the guns that you're pre-buying should be like the ones that are super late. I think that's, you know, that's my mentality on pre-buying. You should just buy the like rank like 150, rank 200 guns. But anyways, that is not what we're talking about. So yeah, the Saiga, even if it gets like a slight fire rate nerf, a slight damage nerf, that would kind of make it like an above average shotgun instead of the really good shotgun that it is now. But still, shotguns in general are kind of just busted in this game, honestly. Now the next gun is going to be the BFG 50. Now this gun, I used to kind of be a BFG hater, but I've learned to accept it, and this is a pretty awful map to be using it, but we're gonna do it anyways. Now the BFG, like the Saiga, is just by nature really good, just because of its pretty much unmatched one-shot potential. Even though it has the slowest fire rate in the game, I'm pretty sure, it is just so powerful, and you can just, you know, you just crouch for a little bit, and then you're good. Crouch for a little bit, reload, shoot again, get a kill. It's that easy. Now the BFG is unlocked at rank 65, except it's also like pre-bought all the time, so it's really unlocked earlier than that. But it does make sense that it's pre-bought a lot, just because it's fun to use and it's easy to use, and you can get a lot of kills with it. So even if it's like from a competitive standpoint, which does not really matter in Phantom Forces, is not that great compared to like the Hekati and the M107, and basically just those two, because those are the other 50 cals, it's still just good in that it's really easy to use. And with the Hekati and the M107, they are just faster firing, which makes them better. So in reality, the other 50 cals are better, but the BFG is just so friendly, I guess, because it handles better, does do more damage, it'll one-shot more, even though the Hekati and the M107 will usually not hit marker. And there's also just a ton of wacky setups with the BFG. You can run like these, like, what's it called, CQC barrel or something, and make it like the stub BFG 50, which I'm not a big fan of, but you can do a ton of things with this gun, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, the carbine barrel, I have 1 kill with the carbine barrel. Like carbine barrel, ballistics tracker, 17 incinerator, probably not that. And then you put on like an AMT Terminator, and it's just like the dumbest gun in the game, which is pretty cool. It's, you know, it's a good addition. It adds variety to the game, which is important, of course. Anyways, that is all I got for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider dropping a like and a sub, and till next time.